lovely people, welcome to Kridaya Astro Reflection. Today we are going to continue with the houses series. So we are going to start with sixth house in astrology. You see the house here? This is sixth house. And before we start, if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get updated with all my latest upcoming videos. And if you need personal consultation, you may approach me at my email account or Facebook page or Instagram account. The details of contacts are given below in the description section. So let's start with what is sixth house in astrology. So what all does sixth house represents? Sixth house represents your daily work life. Actually, sixth house is one of the Dushtana house. What do you mean by Dushtana house? Dushtana house are the evil houses in your birth chart. There are three Dushtana houses: the sixth house, the eighth house, and the 12th house. So sixth house, the first Dushtana house, it represents your daily work life, your health, your illnesses. It represents diseases which you will face. It represents the disputes and obstacles and challenges you meet in your life. Also, it represents your enemies. It also represents court cases and litigation, divorces. And sixth house also represents debts which you have taken in this lifetime. How much debt you have taken from other people or institution, how you're going to give it back, whether you're going to give it back or not, whether you're going to incur it more. All these things are represented by the sixth house. Now let us see what happens when any planet is sitting in the sixth house of your birth chart. When it comes to benefic planets, like good planets like Moon, Venus, or Jupiter, generally they don't yield very good results in the sixth house. Now let us see how it happens. For example, if Moon is present in the sixth house of your birth chart, Moon is a gentle planet. It represents your mind, your mother, your emotions, and nourishment, etc. So when Moon, a gentle planet like Moon, is sitting in the sixth house, your mind naturally gets entangled with the obstacles and challenges in your daily life. Your mind is in a lot of confusion and struggles. Also, it's not a good placement for your mother because it also shows that your mother had a strugglesome life. And besides this also shows that your mind will be continuously engaged in your daily work life. You will think a lot about your daily work life, and it will be also troubled by your enemies as well, because sixth house represents your enemies. Then now when Venus sits in your sixth house, it shows that you might have a lot of female enemies in your lifetime. You might have a lot of you might face a lot of challenges and obstacles from your female colleagues at your workplace. It may also show, because Venus represents females, it represents your wife, your marriage. So it can also show that you might have a lot of disputes and arguments with your wife on daily basis. And it can also show that you might have a lot of health issues related to the planet Venus, like kidney problems, sugar, etc. Now, what happens when a benefic planet like Jupiter sits in the sixth house of your birth chart? Jupiter has a tendency to expand because it's a benevolent planet. It will expand all the karkas and elements of the house it sits in. So if it's a good element, if the house has good qualities, it will expand the good qualities of that house. Now, if it's a Dushtana house, Jupiter naturally will expand the bad qualities of that house, of the evil house, Dushtana house. So when Jupiter sits in the sixth house of your birth chart, naturally it will expand the number of enemies you're going to face in this lifetime. It's going to expand the troubles, the obstacles, the challenges you're going to face in your daily work routine. So Jupiter too will not really serve you well by sitting in the sixth house of your birth chart over here. Now, when it comes to the malefic planet, the not so good planets sitting in your sixth house, we tend to see that it yields very good results compared to the benefic planets, because it's actually quite logical because if we see minus and minus makes it plus, makes an addition. So when a negative planet or a malefic planet sits in a negative house, you will have positive results. It's something like that. So when a sun which is mild malefic and a hot planet, it sits in your sixth house, it burns the element of your sixth house because sun is hot. So it will burn your enemies, it will burn your obstacles, it will burn your challenges. Of course, because sixth house represents your daily work routine, sun sitting there, you might have certain challenges, certain obstacles, it will be there because sun burns your daily work life also. You might have some problems in your daily work life, but on the other hand, your enemies, your obstacles and challenges will ease out if sun is sitting there. If Saturn, which is restriction, limitation, it sits in your sixth house, it will restrict your enemies, it will restrict the number of enemies you're having, it will restrict your obstacles and challenges in your daily work life. Of course, Saturn wants hard work, so you'll have to work very hard in your daily work life, but other than that, you will stay away, you will actually not prefer to take depths, you will not your enemies will decrease, your obstacle and challenges will decrease automatically. What happens when a malefic like Ketu sits in your sixth house? Ketu represents isolation, separation. It represents staying away from the material world. So when a planet like Ketu sits in the sixth house, it represents that you will tend to stay away from your enemies. You will tend to stay away, remain isolated from obstacle and challenges in your daily work routine. So it serves you well in this manner. Also, you might have a daily work life which can have a spiritual bent to it, like you can be a yoga instructor or you can be a guru. You might have disciples to guide for. Now Ketu also makes you tend to stay away from your illnesses and health problem. It You might stay away from the regular health problems and illnesses, but at the same time during Ketu dasha or Ketu period, you might have some skin diseases, unknown diseases as well, because Ketu is unknown. You might have some mysterious diseases or skin diseases because Ketu represents skin diseases as well. Now, what happens when a malefic like Rahu sits in your sixth house? Rahu is malefic, it is illusion, it is explosion, because Rahu explodes the qualities of the house wherever it sits in. So, it can happen that you might have a lot of enemies and your challenges and obstacles might also increase in number. But at the same time, Rahu is also makes you very shrewd and cunning, to be really honest, and you might have that potential and power to overcome your challenges and obstacle at the same time. Also, you will be very much obsessed with your daily work life because Rahu represents obsession. So your daily life, work life will be all you can think about. So, but again, all these things depends on the dignity of planet. By dignity, I mean the condition of the planet sitting in your birth chart. What do I mean by condition? That whether the planet is in good condition or not. Now, whether the planet is in exalted position or in a debilitated position, whether the planet is aspected by a benefic planet or it is aspected by a malefic planet. If both a good planet and a bad planet both are sitting in your sixth house, that is a conjunction, it is forming a conjunction, the results will vary accordingly. It all depends on the dignity of the planet as well. How is it placed in your sixth house? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you like my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'll meet you again. Thank you. Take care. Bye.